I would like to welcome Genefa Murphy, Chief Marketing Officer at Udemy, to the CMO Spotlight.
If you want to be a highly successful marketer, go and do a job outside of marketing. Go and do the job of the internal customer of marketing, sales, partners, customer success. It's going to give you a whole different perspective on the value that marketing can bring, the assets. Because often when you look at marketing, you think about the marketing product and then it stops there. But when you think about the full marketing ecosystem, how that product can turn into pipeline and revenue and bring more consumers to a platform, then you really open up your marketing world. So my advice is go do a role outside of marketing, either one of your internal stakeholders or, go work in customer support and get close to the customers who are going to be using your platform. Mine is context switching. I believe in the power of focus. I think focus is incredibly important, but I think as a leader, and as a leader in marketing, actually, you often have to switch context from meeting to meeting, right? So maybe you're going from one meeting where you're helping the team with a creative project to the next meeting, you're going to help them to do data and analytics and, come up with different pricing methodologies. So I think you have to be able to have that ability to switch context from meeting to meeting. And in a strange way, I think, for me, that allows me to focus because I can get into the moment more quickly with my team because I have that superpower of context switching. I actually find inspiration for my team from my team. I believe, very much that the role of a leader is to provide the framework, the context, the environment where the team can bring their own passions to the surface. I mean, I hope that my own passion that I share with my team for marketing, for Udemy, for our mission, transpires and inspires them. But I also believe in giving them the environment to then come back and inspire me. And then I think when you can highlight that and you can show that everybody in the team is providing a role and is helping one another, I think that really, really just creates amazing experiences. Respect is the baseline. We can disagree, debate, argue. It's like, okay, let's have some discussion, let's have some debate, but it has to come from a place of respect and delivering together on the end goal. The other thing is I very much believe in the concept of 2 on 2. The notion that at 211 degrees, water's hot. At 212 degrees, it boils. And with boiling water comes steam. With steam, you can power a train. For me, I always think that we should be asking ourselves, could we go that extra degree? And it doesn't always have to be massive things. But sometimes just that little extra degree, that little extra challenge, that little extra question that we ask ourselves helps us to unlock an amazing amount of potential. A campaign that I did at my last company, actually, basically we put an employee on the side of a cliff in Wales to show that our software could truly work from anywhere. It was at the height of the pandemic. It was such a success because it tapped into the social narrative versus being too explicit about what we did as a tech company and what was the software that we were providing. So we really focused on the outcome and the social narrative as the start versus the tech itself, which is a mistake that I often see in B2B tech. You make it all about you and not about the outcome and about the customer. The tech itself was just an enabler and it earned us great media across the globe. It created amazing internal hype with employees because the person who we put on the side of a cliff was an actual employee. It wasn't an actor. And it really set the bar for the team in terms of the quality of product that we should be delivering as a marketing organization. And that helped create trust and excitement with all of the partners then we had to work with, right? Sales, customer success, pre-sales, engineering, etc. So that for me was a pretty special one. And it was executed in a very, very short time frame. What would have normally taken probably 6 to 12 months to develop and execute, we came from idea creation with an agency to execution in less than 3 months. There's no limit to what a person can do if they don't mind who gets the credit. It's so simple, but so poignant because it's about focusing on the outcome. It's about being a team And I think, wins that you have individually are great, but wins when you have them as a team, and even when you have to overcome some adversity together as a team, those are the ones that I think really touch you and really stick with you, at least for me. Or I'd have to say probably Disney. Their attention to detail and weaving a narrative through everything they do is just a masterclass. I just love their attention to detail. I love, they've thought about global, localization, how they change things for local markets, but they keep the integrity of the narrative that they're trying to create. So for me, it's a real masterclass in how you bring together the full marketing mix. Why is it that sometimes I think agencies actually get a bad rap? Why is that, and how can we avoid that and create it as a partnership more and more going forward? We win or we fail together, and that means that we're going to put everything on the table. Everyone needs to be giving their all, regardless of whether you're part of the agency or you're part of the core company. And that sense of partnership, I think, is really, really critical.